Okie dokie. Okie dokie, Smokey. We're back. Oh my gosh. You know, it's so crazy. Just before I started to do the show today, my computer did actually, I don't know, there was a little power glitch in the house and my computer went off and then came back on, and it just took forever to get everything set back up. It was just so lagging, you know. And kept saying to myself, "Is today going to be one of those days where my show cuts off while I'm doing?" I hate it. I got to be honest. I don't get into it, but it makes me so agitated when this freaking happens because I'm in a flow and I'm talking, and then the shit gets cut off and I got to start all over again. And then you know what I'm saying? It breaks the continuity, people. It breaks the continuity, and it gets on my nerves when that happens. But I couldn't leave you hanging. I mean, the show today is affirmation positive. Now we have to do part two because I only got to one affirmation. I only got to one affirmation. So let's go back into it. And I was speaking, and when I got cut off, the last thing I said was the first affirmation. If you're just seeing this part, but you can go back and watch the first part. But the last thing I was saying was we did the first affirmation, which was I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, and I said I wanted to speak to it based on, when I went through my divorce years ago, it was really an emotionally challenging experience for me. But it's so crazy because I remember, that I was as upset as I was, right, and wanting everything just to be fixed and work out. In the back of my head and like in my heart, I have to say, I really knew it was the right thing. Like as sad as I was in certain regard, I also like really didn't want to go back. Like I felt really good. Like I was like, oh my God, I'm totally free. It was like a whole nother perspective. So that's kind of what I was speaking to before, I got cut off. I was just trying to say sometimes, things are happening in our life for our best interest, even if we as individuals don't see it as such in the time that it's happening. That's why it's important to always keep that space that I talk about for observation of ourselves instead of being so entrenched in what we think the immediate moment is, right? We have to be the observer and kind of see it from a different perspective. All right. So the next one here on the list, ladies and gentlemen, is conscious breathing is my anchor. So there's something you can say to yourself, when you get a little worked up and stressed. I mean, breathe. I talk about breath a lot, especially through my yoga teaching and practice and stuff. I mean, really, everything is about breath in the sense of, finding space. When you start getting anxious, you'll notice that you're breathing a little more shallow sometimes, or you can feel like anxiousness and such. So something's going on in life, or you're starting to feel a little out of sorts. Just take a second. You can close your eyes. You can just do a couple nice breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. However you like to breathe. In through the nose, out through the ass. However you like to breathe. Just breathe. But remember, conscious breathing is your anchor, and the truth of it is. It's just bringing you to the present moment. And that's always what it's about. Whatever it is for you to bring you to the present moment, that you can focus and stay, kind of honed in and just, give space and allow the magnitude of what you may be feeling to kind of dissipate in a sense. So whatever that is for you, but conscious breathing is always a good thing to do, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see here. You are loved just for being who you are, just for existing. That's a beautiful concept and a beautiful thought. I would agree that it's true. You are just loved for being who you are, because we all are perfect expressions of the oneness. So we're meant to be. But I can say, like, on the negative side of this, you are loved just for being who you are, just for existing. I can see why maybe a lot of people are fairly lazy and don't want to do anything with their lives, because if you think too much that you're loved for just who you are, for just for existing, then some people just exist without actually participating in the world. So don't take this one out of sorts. You are loved for being who you are, for existing, as it were. But your existence is kind of predicated on a purpose of why you're here. So you should try to find the purpose. Don't just exist. I'm speaking in terms of sitting on your couch, watching Netflix, eating Doritos, like I always talk about. If you're doing that, you're just existing. And actually, it's a pretty sad existence, especially if you're all wrapped up in the mainstream and believe the narratives that we see in our day-to-day world. I mean, then you're really just existing, right? And you're just like, you're not only just existing, you're existing in panic. So, all right. Oh, this quote's from Oprah. I'm not going to read this one because we know Oprah is out there trafficking children, right? So we're gonna skip Oprah here today and not give her any credence on Operation Status Quo. Courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. That's true. A lot of people have like talents and stuff that they're, again, going back to the artistic stuff that I was speaking of, earlier. If you want to be a performer or something, you 90% of everything is really just having the courage to show up and do whatever. It doesn't have to be like, you have to be the center of attention as a star or something, but, whatever field or realm you work within that resonates with you. I mean, you have to show up for anything in your life. You have to show up and be seen. If you're, your family, your social life, your work life, you have to show up and be seen. And, the courage starts with that. Just taking the step to say, I'm going to throw myself into something, right? Isn't that a beautiful kind of thought process? Like, I'm not even going to worry about all the outcomes or, what this or that, I'm just going to have the courage to show up and get involved, and, we'll take it from there. Because if you do it that way, then the universe will guide you and take you to where you're supposed to be. Let's see here. Make way for the unprecedented and watch your reality rearrange itself. That's right. So you make way for things and give space to, I would like to say, they say make way, but even, give space to the concept and the idea. Remember, everything in the world out there is what we create within ourselves. So if you make way for things that you think would be like almost an impossibility, unprecedented, as they say here, whatever. If you make way for that and give space to the possibility of that coming into existence, boom, you just watch how things change and life rearranges itself. And, again, what you're thinking and what you're believing is what you are creating. So reality will rearrange itself based on what you allow into the space. All right, that's a pretty good one, right? All right, let's see here. Open your heart and drink in this glorious day. I always say that, I think it's important to be thankful for each day. Things will happen through the day. Even like just now, when the computer froze up, I got really ticked off. I started cursing and yelling off camera, and when stuff like that happens, you gotta, don't focus on the negative and like, oh my God, this happened. Oh my God, this person did that. Am I going to be in trouble for this? Oh, blah, 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 rah, rah, rah. We don't do that. We just open our heart and drink in the glorious day. And you think about that every day. You just say, thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day. I'm provided for. I have a roof. I have food. I have a bed. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you have, maybe you don't have those things. If you're homeless, I apologize, but you at least have, some cardboard maybe, or some newspapers to stuff in your shirt to keep you warm. And we all have to be thankful for something, whatever it may be. Just like the immigrants are so thankful for our open borders, right? They could just come in and do whatever they want. So, there's always something to be thankful for. Let's see here. Oh no, this one's from Michelle Obama. I can't read this one either. Not she, he, right? We know Michelle is Michael. So, I can't even, I will read it though, because it's kind of funny, just thinking that it comes from Mr. Mike over here. Big Mike, Big Mike, right? Am I good enough? Yes, I am. And that's probably what he thought. He probably thought, am I good enough to be a woman? Yes, I am. I can do it. I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to take my little buddy Obama and I'm going to ram him right up the rear. Oh my God. That's so funny. All right. Let's do a couple more because I already did 13 minutes. How long we want to drag this out for, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I did 13 minutes on the other video. So we got to try to keep it within the realm of what a normal show would be. Here we go. This is a great one. The perfect moment is this one. And that's true because the only moment that ever truly exists is the present moment. We can think about the future. We can reflect on the past. We can plan for the future. We can reminisce about the past. Whatever the case may be, ultimately, the only moment that truly exists is this one. And now this one. And now this one. And now this one. See what I'm saying? That's it. That's all that exists. The perfect moment is this one. So be mindful of that and always, be appreciative. Like, no matter what you're worried about or thinking about, right? You're still existing in this present moment. And what you're thinking and vibrating at in that present moment is, what you're going to feel. You can sit all day and worry about what the future is going to hold. And you can sit all day and cry about quote unquote mistakes or whatever you think you made in the past. But ultimately, you're here in this present moment right now. And what you think and how you feel is the nature of what your reality is going to be. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Let's find another good one here before we end. Well, now this one's interesting, okay, because it is a positive affirmation. You could say this, but I think there's a flaw in this one because it says your life is about to be incredible. So you could just keep saying that. My life is about to be incredible. My life is about to be incredible. But unfortunately, if you're saying it like that, then you'll always be waiting for it to about be incredible, right? You have to say, my life is incredible. My life is incredible. And then the incredibility comes to life and flourishes. But if you're saying it's about, or I hope one day, or maybe one day, then you're always telling the universe, well, maybe one day, you hope one day, my life is about to be incredible. I'm not saying when, because I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's about to be. And I guess when you're ready, then you'll say is instead of about, and then your life will be incredible. All right, let's do one more here. Oh, this is perfect. This is from Mr. Rogers. I mean, how could you not end with Mr. Rogers, right? We'll end with Mr. Rogers here today. Who you are inside is what helps make and do everything in life. Who you are inside is what helps. Am I reading this wrong? I don't know. I read this like, I can't see if I'm reading it right. I can't even read Mr. Rogers. I need some positive affirmations. I'm good enough. I'm good enough, and I like me, and people like me, damn it. Remember that from Saturday Night Live? Who you are inside is what helps you make and do everything in life, right? So who you are inside. So it's all about your inside. It's all about, you can put on personas, you can put on whatever, you can pretend this and that, but what's really going on in here is what really creates what's going on out there. And that's all of us to choose. It's up to us to choose that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, I'm hitting my button for the applause and it's just sitting here. Well, how frustrating today with this damn crap, man. There it goes. I took all that time. I hit the button. I got to sit there all the time. What the frig is wrong with the computer today? Really on my nerves. All right. Anyway, that's what I got for you here today on Operation. So I go from positive affirmations to cursing at my computer. I don't know. I guess the show is hypocritical today, but I'm thankful for you, the audience. I'm thankful for being here. And even though we had to do 2 parts today, I'm still thankful that a show was created and is now existing on YouTube for you to watch for the rest of your life. So let me know what your favorite positive affirmations are. Maybe you have some stuff out there that you like to say and stuff that you follow. So drop it in the comments and let me know. And if you haven't done so already, please take the time to like, subscribe, share. Send this out to your friends, your family, those you love, and of course, those you despise as well. I love each and every one of you out there individually as well as a group. And until tomorrow, if the computer works, I'm sure it will because, things work out. It's whatever the universe wants, right? But anyway, until tomorrow, Operation Status Quo, disengaged.